welcome back to Hurricane Web. In this video, we are going to learn how to create this beautiful sidebar using React Native. But before we jump in, if you are curious about how I built this clean bottom tab bar or this custom header or even how to add dark mode in your app, then you can check out those videos right here on the channel. If you are very beginner, you can watch this video for create React Native Hello World project. Then this video for the creating the bottom tab bar and also for the custom header, and this video for creating the dark mode layout, and this video for creating greeting header part, which is this. So without further delay, let's dive into today's tutorial and build this awesome sidebar. So right now I have opened my project on VS Code and I have run my app in Android Studio Emulator. So first of all, we'll go to our header. We will create our sidebar in header so that in any screens we can use our sidebar. So first of all, we'll create a more vertical icon or our sidebar icon, which is called more vertical icon or ellipsis icon. If you go to Google and search more vertical icon, then you can see, or even we search like ellipsis vertical icon, that also same. So first of all, we'll add the icon. So we need to type const render more. I'm just giving it like render more, and this is a function for show the icon. So here we'll type if, we'll create a if condition. I will explain it later. Then if more, here will return then here we'll type touchable opacity, and then we'll give some style. Those are position absolute and right -10, and we'll close our tag. And here inside we will use our more vertical icon from ion icons. Then name equal ellipsis vertical, and then we'll give size of 24, and then we'll give our color, which will be related with dark mode and light mode. So style equal color, theme equal dark, question color is triple F or dark color, which is S3, and then we will close our tag, and we need to call our icons. I mean import, we need to import it. So import ion icons from React Native, but back to icons slash ion icons and control S. So we need to call our render mode function. We'll see. So we'll call it here By the way guys, I will upload the source code in GitHub and add the link in description below in the video, so you guys can get the source code from there. So okay, so we need to also mention our more option here. So more equal true, and comma plus. Okay, so we can see our more vertical icon or our sidebar icon, but let's make the dark mode icon a little bit better alignment. So we need to go to our, okay, here style, right, 20. Yeah, this look good. So if we here write false and hit save, you cannot see it. So for using if a more option in if condition, because suppose you are using it inside any other screen, the header, and you don't want to show the more sidebar icon, so you can use it like this, more equal false, then the sidebar will close or hide. So right now we'll keep it like this. Okay, so our sidebar icon is ready. Now we will create the sidebar. So let's do that. So until now we just create the icon, sidebar icon. Now we will first create the sidebar, uh, our opening and closing function. So we need to type const open sidebar equal. So our open sidebar function, we need to take a state for opening and closing our sidebar. So first we write the state. So const is sidebar visible, and comma set is sidebar visible, and we'll use state from React, and it will be false. So here we'll first use set is sidebar visible true, because when we'll call this open sidebar function, so our sidebar should open. That's why we are using is sidebar visible is true. Then we will use animated dot timing and sidebar translate text comma second bracket to value 0. I will explain it a little bit, I mean after complete the whole code. Duration is 150, which means 0.15 second, and then use native driver, which will be true, and then dot start like this. So we need to create our this sidebar translate text. So first create it, then I will explain all after complete the open sidebar and close sidebar function. So just write const sidebar translate text equal, we will use ref, and then new animated animated dot value, it would be 300, and then dot current, and then close. So we create the open sidebar. Let's finish the close sidebar. Const, let's copy it, actually just copy it, Control C, Control B. Here we'll keep it for, then here we'll write close sidebar, close sidebar, and then translate x, it will be below 300, 150, it's right. Okay, in start we have to type like function set is sidebar visible, it will be false, and that's it. Okay, so here in open sidebar, when we'll click the sidebar icon, it will open the sidebar, and then this translate x will create the transition and show our sidebar, and when we will click close sidebar, the transition will close our sidebar 300 behind the screen. That's why we create the sidebar translate x function, and then we use it in open sidebar and close sidebar. Alright, now we will create our render sidebar for visually show the sidebar. So const render sidebar equal, so function, then here we'll type return, and then first we'll call model from React Native, and then here we'll type visible equal is sidebar visible, and then transparent, and animation type will be none, so animation type none, and then we will close the tag. Inside it we will call touchable without feedback, touchable without feedback, and here we'll call it from React Native, not from just a handler. So take it, Control C, and we need to delete it, just here comma. Okay, then on phrase it will be close sidebar, and then inside it we will call view style equal flex 1, and we will close the view. So here we are using touchable without feedback. This means when we click our sidebar icon, the sidebar will open, and if we click outside of the sidebar anywhere, it will close. We don't need to close inside the sidebar icon, cross icon. We also can click outside and the sidebar will close. So I will show it later after when the sidebar is visually showing. So after that, touchable without feedback, we need to type animated view, sorry, animated dot view, and here we'll give a style. So a style, first we'll give position, which will be absolute, and then we'll give right 0, width 80%, height 100%, and then background color it will be theme, dark, question, color of black 333, and then color of white. To that we will give transform, and here we need to type translate x, which will be sidebar translate x, and then we'll give fading 20, shadow color will be black, and then shadow offset so the shadow offset will be width 0 and height 2, and then shadow opacity it will be 0.8, and shadow radius will be 2, and elevation it will be 5. So that's it, and then after that we will use touchable opacity, which will come from React Native, and then on fresh equal close sidebar, then we also will give some style, so style equal align self flex int, close the tag, and here we will use our close icon in the sidebar, so ion icons name will be close, and then we'll give the size of 24 and color, so we need to give the style, and color will be theme equal dark, question, white, or it could be black, and we will close the tag. Okay, so our code is complete. We just give the style and our close icon, so we save it, Ctrl+S, and then we need to call our, okay, here saying animated doesn't exist, so we also need to call our animated from React Native, Ctrl+S, Then we need to call our render sidebar below the render more function component. So it will be okay. If we control S, save, let's click. Okay, what we okay, open sidebar. We don't. Okay, here we need to call our open sidebar in render mode option. So below the style, here we'll type on phrase open sidebar, control S. Now if we click, our sidebar is open. And now if we click on close, it also close our sidebar, and if we click outside, it also will close our sidebar. So for outside, we use the touchable without feedback. So if we click outside, it's closed. And also if we click our close icon, which we use in uh, here render sidebar icon functional component, so here also close sidebar. So if we click, okay, something wrong. Okay, we need to call it also here maybe. So close sidebar. Oh, okay, here the fee should be in capital. Control S. Yeah, it's working. So then that's it for. So let's summarize again the whole code. So here basically, if I minimize all the function, let's make it more visible and understandable. So here I just create four functional component, which is render mode, open sidebar, close sidebar, and render sidebar. So the render mode option we use to show the sidebar icon, which is called more vertical or ellipsis vertical icon. So we use it in from ion icons, and uh, here we use the if function, because if we want to hide our icon, then we can close it. Here we can use more equal false, and if we use true, then it will show in the headbar. Then we use open sidebar function and close sidebar function for opening and closing our sidebar. So in open sidebar we use a state of uh, is sidebar visible, set is sidebar visible, which is true, and in close sidebar we use it false, so that it's close. So when open sidebar is triggered, the sidebar is open, and when close sidebar is triggered, whether it is outside of the sidebar or inside of the close icon, just it's close. And then we use render sidebar for visually showing our sidebar. Now here in the sidebar, you guys can use it as your own code as you would like to use the text. I will not add anything here, but I will show a dummy text only for just to show. So here after touchable object, here I will use it control V plus, and here we can see like our menu, home, profile, setting, logout, anything, any data you can show it here. So that's all for today. If you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you everyone for watching the video. Sign off.
It's love, is an ID.